The reformer, in my experience, tends to usually be right about what is wrong and wrong about what is right.
Your point?
Eugenics.
And what would you like to know about eugenics?
I would like for you to candidly share your views on the matter.
Well, I have nothing to hide. As I've stated publicly, eugenics is the most adequate and thorough avenue to the solution of racial, political, and social problems. And what's wrong with that?
Eugenics is the denial of the Declaration of Independence, a document, as you may have gathered, I hold in high esteem. Eugenics argues that far from all men being born equal, numbers of them ought not to be born at all.
No, Mr. Chesterton, I do not feel that eugenics is an assault on human dignity, but I'll tell you what is. It is an assault on human dignity when you require every self-sustaining working and middle-class family to reduce the size of their own families in order to support the often unwanted children of less competent parents.
And how is this done?
Chiefly through higher taxes or contributions to charity that help support the incompetents. This burden of helping out unwanted children of unfit parents does not fall upon the rich. It falls upon every working, self-sustaining family in this state and across the country, while keeping alive a stratum of the population that has nothing to give back to civilization, but will use up its energies and resources of the country.
For the sake of our audience, unfamiliar with the term eugenics, Merriam-Webster defines it thusly. Eugenics is the practice or advocacy of controlled selective breeding of human populations as, through sterilization, for the betterment of humanity's genetic composition. Mrs. Sanger, in 1932, you unveiled a plan for peace built upon eugenics. Tell us about it and the population parliament that would rule over your plan.
Well, I call upon the Congress of the United States of America to set up a special department for the study of population problems. I call on them to appoint a parliament of population directors that would cover the various branches of science. They would direct and control population through birth rates, immigration, and they would distribute according to the national needs that go along with fitness, taste, and the interest of the individuals.
Why would a country as great as America need a population Congress?
To raise the general intelligence of the population.
Modern intelligence won't accept anything on authority, Mrs. Sanger, but it will accept anything without it. That's why your plan stands a chance.
No, you are so wrong, Mr. Chesterton. My population Congress would be a credentialed parliament of some of the best and brightest minds in their fields. They would be empowered to apply a stern and rigid form of sterilization and segregation to a grade of population whose progeny is already tainted, or whose inheritance is such that they have objectionable traits that would be passed along to the birth.
And how would you go about implementing such a challenging undertaking?
It's important for America to make sure that it is taken care of future burdens, of the various births that are going to come from unfit parents. So the government would ask those that have transmissible diseases if they would voluntarily consent to sterilization. Even more, the whole dysgenic population would have the choice of segregation or sterilization.
That's quite a mouthful, ma'am. By dysgenic, you're referring to groups of people that have a detrimental effect on future generations. Who are these people that you desire to sterilize and segregate?
No more children should be born when either mother or father, though healthy themselves, find that their child might be mentally or physically disabled. By all means, no child should be born if either mother or father suffers from such diseases as tuberculosis, gonorrhea, syphilis, cancer, epilepsy, insanity, drunkenness, or mental disorders.
Anyone else?
Morons, mental defectives, illiterates, paupers, unimplorables, prostitutes, criminals, and dope fiends.
And how would segregation come about?
There would be farmlands and homesteads where the segregated persons would be taught to work under competent instructors for the period of their entire lives.
Mrs. Sanger, I will simply summarize your eugenics creed thusly. Eugenics is a philosophy whereby the deepest things of the flesh and spirit should have the most direct relationship with the dictatorship of the state.
Nonsense! I am not talking about a dictatorship. I am talking about human liberation!